Alright, I'll see you later. It's on my channel, but I'll post it in a sec. Alright. Just sharing the link for it right now. Welcome everybody who's just currently joined. I'm just currently changing the stream over, well, posting it in different groups of people. Thank you as always. We're just waiting for a start time. Start time will be at 5, so we've just got a 2-minute delay before start. Just open my chat. Alright, so we'll get into this. The lineups for today, coming in for ETRL, is Invisible Prawn, Jamesy, Ghostwalker, Silvarian, Zois, and I believe it is the Cutie, but it's just not there at this current time. In for FL is Clazy, Flexon, Hydral's Cracked, Chicken, Spelunker, and Avank. Both very strong teams, so we're down to 4 now on ETRL. Seem to be having some difficulties at this current time. Maybe changing tags. No, DCs, yep. Just disconnections at this current time. Will obviously hinder the start of the match. Anybody who's just currently joined, we're just currently waiting for people to rejoin the match as the disconnections have caused issues. Hopefully we don't have any infractions today. A bit annoying when I have to go back through a match afterwards and look for infractions, but that should not happen today. Just currently waiting on 2 players from ETRL, which are Invisible Prawn and Cutie. Just had both disconnections. Both teams will be looking to get a 3-0 win here and put themselves on the right track. ETRL1 can take the top 3 group and put themselves in first place for the semi-finals with a win. FL, though, can peg one back against ETRL1 and bring it tie on 3-3 and hope that ETRL2 will beat FL. We're starting on Al Marj. The second map is Province, and the final map is Lofton Islands. All 3 very close quarter matches, and Gusket, you ran. Welcome to everyone who is currently joining. We're just waiting for the disconnections to rejoin. And as we can see, it's put Zoe, Invisible Prawn on the opposite side. He'll just need to rejoin his team, and we're just waiting for the Cutie. should almost be there. I hope to see a very close quarters match and very competitive. I don't really want to see the team on such a dominant foot. I want to see some nice spots and nice positioning, and this could honestly, in my opinion, shows up to what we could see for the final of the PS Cup. Should be here any second now. To anyone who's joined the stream, welcome. I'm not doing that today, buddy boy. I'm expecting to see a 4-2 split from both teams, but I would not be surprised on a certain, say, linear maps that teams would run a 3-3, but obviously we don't have any linear maps today, so that's a good thing. And both teams are fully together now, and we'll hope to see a quick start. And Flexon spawned in, so we might get a start any second now, maybe in the next 15 seconds or so. Almarge, quite a good map if you can work out the angles for everything and that, but hope to just see some very decent effort. No more disconnections, so it looks like we might start in the next couple seconds. I'm hoping that's the case. Prawn and Cutie just both ready. And yes, that'll be the start. We'll have ETRL coming from the American side and FL coming from the German side, as far as I know. Get on to Clazy. Clazy and Avant just pushing the B objective straight away. Little lob shot there. He'll get no one, but he'll look to just push them off the objective as they push into a 4. FL on a quick push. We'll get on to Chicken. Let's see what Chicken can do with this ZK. ZK, Chicken pushing in. He gets 2! And unfortunately for Chicken, Zois is there to back up his team. Zois in a very tricky situation here. We should see what Zois is doing, see what he can do. 4 against 1 here. Unfortunately for Zoe's, he's just very outnumbered there, and FL will take the B flag. ETRL look to push out of the A flag. Jamesy getting a nice kill on Chicken there. Spelunker looking to hold that top thing, and he'll get one. He'll almost get the other, but unfortunately for him, he'll just get away just in the nick of time. Spelunker will get pushed back there. Jamesy looking to hold them out, and ETRL will push the C flag with it. Hydral's Crack defending on his own. Get on to Hydral's Crack here. He'll get one. Oh, and that is a nice kill by Cutie, but unfortunately for him, he'll get taken out straight away as ETRL just struggled to get that second flag. FL dominating at this current time, 147 to 134. Jamesy in a very outnumbered situation, takes down a Vunk. Doesn't see the other, and unfortunately for him, Chicken just in that corner being sneaky and gets the kill. ETRL will look to push the B flag, and Flexon will look to back up his team. In comes Prawn. Prawn will get a nice kill on Flexon. And Clazy will get taken out by a 3-man push. ETRL will look to cap the B flag here. Get onto Zoe. Zoe's running some cheeky play here with the sniper decoys. Trench Carbine. Quite a different tactic. Most teams haven't run the Trench Carbine yet. He gets a few hits there, we'll back off, and ETR will get the 2 cap. FL looking to get it straight back though. Zoe's can be very outnumbered here, and there'll be a nice kill by Chicken on Prawn with the pickaxe, I believe it is. And ETRL could lose their home flag here as FL just push so hard, and they might get the triple cap here as FL look to hold the A flag straight away. This is quite an aggressive push from FL. They're looking to dominate straight from the get-go. Get on to Silvarian. Silvarian has got a big situation to deal with. We'll see what he can do with his ZK, and he'll look to push straight into C, maybe. No, Prawn pushing his own. Bit of decoy play from Silvarian there. Flexon pushing through, doesn't know that he's got one on either side, but Zoe's will be on his own here, and Zoe's will get taken down by Flexon. Prawn and Silvarian back each other up with Chicken on his own. He's heard them. Unfortunately for Chicken, 2 people will just be too much for him. And Cutie looking to take the B flag on his own as he pushes Clazy off the flag. ETRL will look to get the A flag back after that quite a early push from FL. I think I said ETRL. Oh, now I'm confused. ETRL have a 3-man posting on the B flag, and Clazy looks to push in. Sorry, 3-man, 2-man. Those sniper decoys giving me quite a confusion there. And unfortunately for ETRL, will now be down to 1 as Cutie will have to hold this flag on his own. 1v2, 1v2. Using the Bren gun. And unfortunately for him, the ZK will dominate at close quarters. ETRL2 have got 2 flags. I keep getting that confused. And FL with the 1 flag at this current time. They almost had a 3 flag cap there, but unfortunately for them, they just don't get it in time. And Spelunker will get taken down by Prawn. Prawn being an absolute pest here. I know where he is, but he might be able to do some magic work here. We'll get off Prawn, because obviously we'll miss the rest of the fight. Unfortunately for Prawn, he's in a 3v1 situation. He's looking to just hold their numbers on that flag, and ETRL1 will recap the flag of B. 93 to 117. This match is wide open at this current time. Chicken. What can Chicken do? Unfortunately for Chicken, he can't do anything with Jamesy just mowing him down that hallway. ETRL remaining that 2 flag cap. And FL will look to push out 2 and 4 as Avunk, Clazy and Hydral's Cracked look to get the B flag back as Flexon and Spelunker look to push, but they've left their C flag open and Silvarian might just waltz straight onto it. Zoe's will get taken down by Clazy, and Clazy has just been absolute pest, but he might get taken out from behind here. Get on to Clazy. Unfortunately for Clazy, Prawn being a pest, and Prawn being Prawn, he takes out Hydral's Cracked as well. Silvarian gets taken out at the back there, just not sneaky enough from him. As Flexon versus Jamesy, and Jamesy's going to have 2 on him in a moment. He's very outnumbered here. Will he get some backup? And unfortunately, they'll now know where he is. This is going to be quite a tough situation for him. Unfortunately for Jamesy, those 2 players just being an absolute pest on that A flag. 89 to 100 to FL at this current time. ETRL seem to work themselves back into this match at this current time. They were a bit shaken by that early start where they just couldn't pull themselves together, but they seem to have pulled their numbers together now, and it's just Prawn being a pest. Fortunately for Prawn, he'll get taken out from behind by Clazy. Hydral's Cracked. Almost gets the drop shot, but Jamesy has something to say about that with his defense. Silvarian and Cutie, Zoe's and not Zoe's with those sniper decoys being an absolute pest for me. Flexon, even getting a little bit confused at times. ETRL will push out of the B flag, but unfortunately Flexon will just waltz on the back. What is this man up to? He's on a mission. And here they come. Looking to get him. They know where he is. But he's being so elusive right now. Unfortunately for him, Zoe's will get the Balaguna on him. Ghostwalker and Jamesy playing like a defensive duo on a mission here. They need to keep that flag, and Prawn just being a pest on the C flag. He almost took it by himself. And in come ETRL as they look to push straight into the C flag. That's a nice kill there by Prawn. Was it Prawn? No, it was Silvarian. I get that confused quite a lot. FL and ETRL going blow to blow, 78 to 77, and it's now 76 to 77. ETRL lead for the first time in the match. Unfortunately for Zoe's, he'll have 2 men on him there, and he'll just get outnumbered. And so will Silvarian. Jamesy holding the angle, not realising that he's getting a glitch there. He'll get one, but unfortunately for him, he'll get taken out. Ghostwalker looking to hold the A flag at a bit of a more aggressive angle, and he's got Chicken pushing up his left side with Hydral's cracked. Ghostwalker. Unfortunately for Ghostwalker, the health will do him no favour where he got clipped beforehand. Silvarian and Jamesy defending home as they get pushed so hard here. ETRL leads 73 to 63. Chicken and Flexon and Clazy push the A flag, and Jamesy again just being outnumbered straight away. Unfortunately for him, he would get taken down, but Ghostwalker making sure he gets that kill and helps his team hold the A flag for a little bit longer. Hydral's crack takes out Zoe's, and ETRL will storm onto the C flag. Avunk just not even getting a choice there as he's just put down straight away, and they'll trade the home flags here. FL looking to get a 3 cap, but unfortunately for them, ETRL will have something to say about that, and they'll get the C flag at the same time. Cutie will look to push in as Zoe's pushes it, and Jamesy push in from the other angles. Avunk and Clazy defending their now A flag. Flexon trying to get a nice pistol kill there, probably a little bit out of the range, just in this current time of match. But Flexon pushing in on his own. He's got one in front and one to the right, and he doesn't see the one to the right, and he gets taken down by it. Prawn just coming in from behind, looking to be a pest. And ETRL looking to get that 2 flag cap back. But unfortunately for them, they'll lose the C flag as they gain the B flag. A little bit disorganised at times, but they're still holding it nevertheless, 62 to 54. Spelunker looking to push down the road as Flexon will spawn off of him, and Chicken will look to cap on his own. Cutie in the building, just looking to be a pest. They know he's there, so throw some smoke and incendiary, but unfortunately for Cutie, Chicken being a pest. FL taking it to ETRL at this current time. Unfortunately, every time I seem to get onto someone, they die. ETRL will regain the A flag, and this game has become wide open as FL have just lost that advantage and have now taken a back foot, but this game is not over. What can Flexon do here with the smoke? Looking to help his team out. They've not realised, but he has realised they're coming up the top, and Hydral's Crack's going to have some outnumberedness behind him. Unfortunately, he'll get taken out. And so will Flexon, Zoe's and Cutie being pests. And ETRL will wipe them off the flag, but they haven't realised Spelunker will just storm back onto the B flag. They just keep missing that one player. Spelunker waiting for spawns here, and he will get the 3-man spawn, and they'll look to just push straight on. Cutie, I think he's hasn't realised yet. Looking the wrong way. As soon as he realises this, he's got to realise before it's too late. Hydral's cracked, might not even see him either. And he won't. And Cutie will just turn around and get Hydral's cracked. And FL will retain the 2 flags at this current time, but ETRL might cap it here, but Avunk will get a spawn. Avunk trying to get a nice grenade kill there, but that won't do him any favour. What a match. 50 to 37 to ETRL. They'll trade the A flag for the B flag, ETRL will, and FL will get the 2 flags. But unfortunately, they look like they're going to lose the C flag at this current time as Zoe's and Silvarian look to push in, and it's a one-on-one here, Clazy and Zoe's. Zoe's looking to get him. Unfortunately for him, he'll miss. But he'll get a nice headshot on Clazy there, and he'll take the flag by himself. ETRL regaining the 2 flags. Jamesy has always been outnumbered here, and unfortunately for him, Jamesy will get taken out while he's in the open by Spelunker there. ETRL will remain on the 2 flags, and Zoe's taking on the C flag on his own. Zoe's takes out 1. He gets a spawn off.
Look over there!
He's got 1 above. And Avank, unfortunately for Avank, Silvarian had something to say about that as he pushed in. ETRL are taking this game to FL, 46-23, and FL just look to get out of this pinch they're in at this current time, as Zoe's looks to be a pest. Unfortunately for Zoe's, Chicken will make sure he's not a pest anymore, and he'll use the old Bam in the dirt is gone. And they'll use it on Heidel's Cracked as well. FL just struggling for the 2 flags at this current time, and ETRL being very dominant. Just check on my chat at this current time. Bam, and the pest is gone. Yeah, Straubs. FL will push 3 people, and Zoe's being absolute pested. And Heidel's Crack gets taken out by Silvarian. Silvarian doing a favour for his teammate there. Clazy looking to push in. FL just struggling to get out of this, 41-8, and FL need to take that B flag. They need to cull this number. Quite an even match, and FL will get the B flag, and they've got some defense. And Clazy will look to defend, and Zoe's will look to push him. Unfortunately for Clazy, Zoe's knew he was there all along. And he'll take Chicken as well. Zoe's is on a mission here, push straight into the B flag. And FL will lose the B flag again, but they'll regain... Oh, but they'll regain the C flag, and it looks like that'll wrap it up for this map, 36-4, and Flexon just looking to retain some health here. So he's holding on his own, very hard to do with the ZK. Ghostwalker just looking to hold him in at bay, not even looking to push the objective anymore, and that'll be a 34-0 win to ETRL on the first side of Almarge. Quite a turnaround. ETRL were losing by 23 tickets at one point. We'll move on to the second side of the chat of the match. Just have a look at my chat. Pest platoon. Yes, I can see a pest platoon as well. ETRL just doing what they do best there, getting out of a tricky situation. FL pushed a dominant look at the start, but unfortunately for FL, ETRL will just be another level at that current time, but I expect a lot more from FL on this second side as they'll look to win by more than 34 tickets. If I get mixed up, anyone, please make sure that you tell me. Most valuable pest. I'll see what I can do. Zoe so far leading for most valuable pest. I could see that FL had a bit of struggle towards the end there. It looks like they just couldn't get out of that situation. But I expect a lot harder from them this side. This is a very good team, and so is the ETRL team, mate. Probably the best 2 teams. Well, they are the best 2 teams in PlayStation at this current time in Australia and NZ. And there we go, underway on the second side of Almarge. FL will push 2 to the B flag and 4 to the A flag. I'm expecting maybe a C push straight away as they look to just get that triple cap straight away and maybe not harass the B flag as much. There's not much cover on the B flag, obviously. Going on to Jamesy. Jamesy, what have we got here? ETRL pushing really aggressively into that A flag. They're looking to clear this map out straight away. And Spelunker not realising Jamesy is right there, but Jamesy will... ETRL will get wiped off the B flag. And FL will take it, but FL is about to lose their A flag. Zoe's versus Flexon, and Flexon doing his business, doing what he does best. Keeping his team alive, making sure they do what they need to do. Flexon defending. Get out of this building, push back. Jamesy gets Hydra's cracked, Spelunker's there as well. But unfortunately Spelunker just knowing exactly where he was that whole time. Flexon looks to defend on his own. FL will have the 2 flags at this current time. 147 to 144, this game is still wide open. Ghostwalker holding the bottom angle here. Looks to get that one using the bar. Very strong weapon of choice here. And ETRL looking to push the B flag now as Cutie and Jamesy look to tag team, but Clazy too quick for him there. Chicken and Clazy now look to defend, and Prawn looks to slide in, but unfortunately for Prawn, Clazy had something to say about that. FL looking to hold just 2 flags. They don't want to push at this current time, but they might here. And here they come. FL doing what they do best, but playing a dominant performance into a push. And Avank will just push in. Unfortunately for Hydra's crack to get taken out by Prawn, and in come FL. FL pushing straight into the flag. They want to win this match. This is a absolute... I don't even know what to call it, but it's just... I'm witnessing something great here. James is down. He's got some medic Silvarian below him, and FL pushing these C flags straight away. This is just very aggressive by FL, and Prawn just does not want anything to do with that aggression. As he goes, you need to go back to counselling, chicken. And that'll be a nice kill by ETRL as they look to push out from their C flag, as they just losing 143 to 113 at this current time. And to anyone who's just joined us, welcome. FL looking to hold 2 flags, and ETRL pushing extremely hard, but unfortunately for them, FL being way too strong. But Jamesy being a man on a mission here, he's pushing this bottom side. He's got one above him. Unfortunately for him, the open will be his downfall there, and Clazy getting a nice headshot on him. FL winning 141. Playing a little bit less aggressive, and Avank might look to push onto the flag here as they've got no one on the flag. All spawning bottom side. Jamesy will get the spawn. Unfortunately for them, they won't look to push that flag as they realise they've got a big push on their hands as ETRL look to push straight in. Zoe gets one and Flexon gets the other. Teams are just taking player for player, but Chicken will get the spawn, and FL will look to retake all their players, and Ghostwalk on his own won't decide to push this. He'll look to just push back. There's a nice bit of hits there as he takes him down to 8 health. Clazy looking to push in now. FL doing a number here, 141 to 91. They're leading by quite an amount. Avank is in quite a situation here on his own. 3 players. I think he'll look to push back. He's got one below him. He hasn't hurt him just yet. And that incendiary is an absolute... And that is a nice kill on Jamesy, just sliding out of the window there. FL's just looking so dominant at the time, but ETRL will get the A flag as they need to return down from 139 to 85, losing quite a time. This match has been only going for 5 minutes at this current time, and FL ETRL trading blow for blow. Miss is having a laugh at me there. FL at ETRL having quite a match, and FL retaining 2 flags. They retake their C flag, and ETRL will take the A flag in return. FL just stepped it up a notch now as they look to dominate this match. At this current time, they will win the map if this continues the way it is going. And FL looking to push the A flag now from homespawn. Cutie on his own. What can Cutie do with the Bren gun? Yeah, that would be it, Bren gun.
Alert, we are losing objective Anton.
Fortunately for him, he'll have one below him, and Spelunker with the Sterngewehr, maybe with a long range on it will just take him out and Flex on his own as Jamesy looks to just be a pest here. Flex on will get the revive. Get on to Jamesy. What can Jamesy do in this situation? He's just waiting it out. He'll get one, but unfortunately for him, he'll get taken out. Oh, I can't get out of the building. FL, ETRL having quite a match here. This has been wide open, and unfortunately for ETRL, FL being quite dominant at the start here. And FL will lose the B flag as Zoe, Prawn and Cutie look to push on their own. But they've got two. I'll get on a Chicken. I was trying to get on a Flex on there, but it's put me on Chicken instead. Chicken just waiting for some spawns as he looks to push around the back of the objective. They've got numbers on their side, FL here, and they really need to retake this flag. Zoe's taken down by Chicken. ETRL just being dominated on that flag. FL being quite strong here, 126 to 59. They need to win by 34 tickets in order to take the map, and at the current time, they're doing this quite dominantly. ETRL kind of just been put on the back foot here. Not really sure how the FL have just stepped it up another notch. FL kind of playing a less aggressive push anymore and just deciding to defend as they've realised ETRL have a stronger attack at this current time to them. But Avant might have something to say about that. He looks to push in on his own. He'll get one. He'll almost get the other. But unfortunately for him, his teammates will turn the favour, and it's Clazy versus Prawn here. And unfortunately for Prawn, Clazy has something to say. ETRL only having one flag still, and they're losing 125 to 45. They really need to get that triple cap. They need to do something big here, or they're going to lose by quite a big margin. Hydral's cracked, not even pushing Ghostwalker, as Ghostwalker has not even heard him. Unfortunately for Ghostwalker, get taken out, so will Silvarian. ETRL being put to bed in this side. Hydral's cracked, being a pest in that alleyway. As FL look to push the C flag now, and they might get the triple cap here. ETRL being wiped off the face of the earth there. And we'll get on to Chicken as the bombing raids commence. Chicken just being a little nuisance. He'll get one push over the top. And unfortunately for Cutie, you won't see Chicken just in a cheeky spot. And FL getting that triple cap. And ETRL needs to get out of this one quick. 125 to 124. FL just dominating every fight they have done at this current time. This is just an absolute dominant display by FL. Now I'm stuffing up my words. FL, bit shaken by that first match, have just decided to rattle ETRL's cage, showing who is the better platoon at this current time. But I think we might have a bit of a change of pace on the next map as we see ETRL return. And that'll be his first map win to FL, quite dominating that match there. And Chicken and Clazy leading the way for their team, 15-4 and 15-3. And FL just dominated ETRL there. They really struggled there with some quite obvious struggling players there. Just not sure what to do in those situations. And that'll be round their first map to FL. Quite a close match on the first side, and unfortunately for ETRL, FL just stepped it up a level, showing why they're the best platoon on Xbox at the current time. Chicken being quite a pest as well there for FL. Yep, both teams rotating each side quite well, even when they're running defense. you have players dying on defense and someone else spawning there, and then that player moving into attack. Both teams knowing how to play the maps quite well. And they'll be running the same teams, so this will be quite a matchup we have here. I'm quite intrigued to see how this goes, see how the splits change, see who plays what. And ETRL will mix it up with Cutie and Prawn going to Medic. That is a strong move by ETRL. These two players play Medic quite well together, and they'll be probably running the 2 at this current time. James and Ghostwalker have been quite well on that defensive strategy, but unfortunately for them, they've just struggled to nail down their home flag at times. And this will start the second map as ETRL will push from the Allied side. Yep. And FL will push from the German side. And they'll have a 4-man push into B as both teams look to push B straight away. Hydra's cracked and Spelunker look to defend top road, and they've left Ghostwalker on his own as ETRL look to run 5 players. That'll be a nice kill by Prawn. He gets a nice teabag there. Prawn pushes in, but he doesn't need his help there as he pushes in and he helps his team, and he'll pick up his player there. I'll get out of the building. And ETRL will take the 2 flags, and FL will need to push out with quite force as ETRL look to push quite strong. I don't think FL have realised they've got 1 defender at home. Ghostwalker defending on his own. This man is on a mission to just prove that he can defend. They'll have Spelunker pushing him here, but maybe Spelunker will look to push around the back. Get on to Spelunker. Spelunker gets a 61. And we'll get on to Ghostwalker. See what Ghostwalker can do.
Have a look here.
Fortunately for ETRL, they'll lose that B flag. FL just stormed onto it. 156 to 147 to ETRL at this current time. I'll just put the mic up for a minute and have a drink of water. Both teams rotating their positions quite well. Avant gets some hits, but he might be in trouble here. No, he won't. Goodbye, Prawn. Fortunately for him, Silvarian making sure he gets the kill, and I'll get onto Zoe's. We won't watch that slow res there. We'll get out of the building. ETRL will look to regain the second flag as FL holding their home flag quite well, and Ghostwalker has had nothing to do yet. This man, all he had to do was push Spelunker off the flag, and he's just had an easy trip here. ETRL just confusing FL with that 5-man attack. But I think FL are onto it here as they push 2 straight to Ghostwalker. Ghostwalker on his own. This is just not a situation you want to be in. He'll get 1. And unfortunately for Spelunker, Jamesy looking to help his teammate out. And ETRL pushing FL back into their flag. Both teams showing their dominance in certain situations. FL showing dominance at range, and ETRL showing dominance at close quarters. Both teams just have no idea what they're doing at certain times, and they're just... well, have no idea, that's the wrong word. They have an absolute idea of what they're doing, and ETRL will lose the B flag slowly, but unfortunately for FL, they've only got 2 players on the flag now. Avant gets 1. Cutie taking him down. I don't want to see that firing glitch. Get him back onto Avant. Avant is on his own. Unfortunately for Avant, he'll get the kill anyway. That rocket just blinding us. Both players hit each other by full, but Silvarian pistol whipping him in the back. And ETRL regained the B flag. ETRL remaining dominant on this map. FL look to push out from C, and Hydra's cracked looks to push the A flag. I've only got 1 on the flag, but they've got 1 pushed forward to help out his team. He kind of knows he's there, but he doesn't. But that is a nice kill on Jamesy. It's jump and slide, just diverting for him. And they will wipe ETRL. Ghostwalker just, unfortunately, he's been so relaxed for so long. FL just pushed him that quickly, and they've retaken the A flag off them. And FL are going to lose the C flag here, unfortunately for them.
You can move, soldier.
Silvarian looking to push the team, and he might just get a kill here. He will get Chicken, but Clazy will get the kill there, and Prawn will look to hold the res there, and he'll get the res, and they'll get the C flag, and ETRL have taken the 2 flags, and FL pushing 2 onto the flag. Sometimes looking a little unsteady in the way they pushed. That's 1. Flex on. Fortunately for Flex on. Jamesy being just too good there. Jamesy just helping his team when it was needed most, and FL will push out from the A flag now as they've taken out 1, and Spelunker will look to defend it. Chicken, what can Chicken do in this situation? He's quite outnumbered, and he's just got to make sure his team gets a nice revive there. And he gets Ghostwalker laying down, having a nap. Time to go to bed. And Chicken will return the favour.
I got you.
ETRL, NFL trading blow for blow, but FL just struggling to get that second flag here. But Flexon having something to say about it on the flag on his own. He needs to get the kills before the players get the spawns. Get on to Zoe's. Zoe's lobbing a grenade. Zoe's almost gets himself with the grenade. FL just struggling for 2 flags, as they might lose their home flag, and unfortunately they'll lose A and regain C. Just trading flags here, making sure they trade quite well. ETRL just absolutely zerging at this current time. 5-1. It's quite a different play from a team. You would not expect this most of the time, but they look to just show some dominance, and they're looking to outnumber FL, as FL look to run a 3-3, and they might lose the home flag here, and this might be a triple cap by ETRL. ETRL will storm onto the flag, Spelunker on his own, not realising, and he now has. This is just not a situation Spelunker wants to be in, but Cutie just giving himself no chance there as he was on the open. Unfortunately for Spelunker, he'll look to get that pistol kill, but Zoe's just out of range. Savarian looking to attack with Cutie, and Zoe's being a pest. Fortunately for Zoe's, Chicken having something to say about it, but Cutie will return the favour for his team. FL taking 2, but unfortunately losing that C flag. ETRL just a bit shaken by that. What happened on the last map? They need to win this map in order to have a chance in winning this game. They must win it.
Objective Charlie has been secured.
At this current time, ETRL leading 124-69, putting in a dominant display. Prawn on his own, and fortunately for him, Clazy just blazing him. ETRL looking to regain the A flag, and FL just struggling to get out of that 1 flag at this current time. They've got B, they just need to push from this current time, but they need to leave some defense in, and Avank putting down Cutie, and Clazy putting down Zoe's. Get on to Clazy here, and no we won't, as Clazy just comes up at the last minute, and unfortunately will not get any shots on there. Flexon getting taken down by Jamesy. Jamesy just having the advantage with the STG at range there, but Chicken will pick up his teammate and they'll move on. Spelunker putting down Cutie. FL looking to take 2 flags, and they will. And now they'll look to hold it. They might even look to push this straight away. They need this aggressiveness, but unfortunately for them, they'll lose the C flag straight away. Absolute zerg play from ETRL. ETRL dominating these close quarters fights at this current time. Prawn and Cutie playing as quite a duo at times. One getting down and the other just knowing exactly where he is then. Spelunker will look to push up to the C flag with his 3 teammates. Spelunker's got all the time in the world here. Unfortunately for them, he'll get both with the incendiary! Absolute master play from Spelunker there, throwing the incendiary in at the right moment to help his teammates out. And FL regaining 2 flags here as they wipe ETRL off the B flag. FL just needing to hold these 2 flags for a while here. They need to just build this up and break down that resolute defense from ETRL. We'll get on to Hydros Cracked. There's one above him. He realises where he is, but he won't push it because he knows that any close quarter fight that he engages first, he might lose. Jamesy being an absolute pest with that gun.
We are losing objective Delta.
And FL will start to lose the B flag as ETRL just storm it. ETRL being pests here. Chicken pushing in. Chicken gets 1. Chicken being...
Objective Delta has been lost.
Chicken with the absolute pest kill there. Getting Cutie with the pickaxe. Running out of breath. So much going on in this match. FL looking to get back some of those tickets, and it's 98 to 46 as they start to rake in the tickets. I'll need to get that 3rd flag to just push it quite quick, and ETRL though will get the spawns. They push their line up. Quite a solid line, and Cutie unfortunately put down by Chicken. And Zoe's put down by Flexon. Spelunker taking down Ghostwalker. They're just pushing them back now. FL realising they needed to take it up a notch. Flexon. In quite a situation, but he just ducks and weaves out of there over the fence. Oh my god. Silvarian. What up, man? Just being a pest, but unfortunately for him, Chicken just coming in and getting the kill. Clazy getting killed by Cutie, that scream. FL will look to be aggressive here and push, and it looks like they might get this here, and they will. They'll start to cap the A flag. Unfortunately, they might lose the B flag at the same time. Flex on waiting for some team members maybe. And he'll get on the flag just to be a pest, and we'll get on to Flex on. Gets 1. They know where he is now. Unfortunately, 3 players, just too much for Flex on. ETRL will regain that 1 flag, 76 to 42 as FL rake in the tickets. 75 to 41. FL just dominating the close quarters now, taking it to another level. Realising that ETRL pushing 1 and 5, they've started pushing their home flags at times. James is being sneaky here, playing a little bit stealthily. He knows where they are. He'll get Clazy. He'll get Flex on. And he'll get 2 there. And FL getting wiped off the C flag. As far out. Jamesy just clapping everyone he sees. ETRL really need to get this back. They really need to push this into overdrive as 63 to 34. FL have raked in the tickets. Quite an even match now. And Hydros Crack to get taken out. Spelunker on his own as he got a ton of people pushing in.
Alert, we are losing objective Anton.
He gets Zoe's, but he's got people pushing him straight away. Ghostwalker defending. Been quite a pest so far. And FL might get the triple. No, ETRL might get the triple, and FL just lucky enough regained that C flag just in the nick of time, 61 to 27, with Chicken leading the line for his team, 20 and 15 with that quite dominant pullback, and 20 and 5 by Jamesy. Jamesy just dominating every fight he gets into. I just cracked, getting taken out. Jamesy just being a pest. FL just struggling to push out of this as ETRL regain their composure and ETRL will push FL back into their flag. ETRL just recapping the C flag, and this might be a triple cap here. This is a big play from ETRL. Flex on. We'll get 1. He's got someone else there. Unfortunately, Zoe's with the pistol. But they have almost gained the flag. Silvarian on his own. It's Clazy v Silvarian, and Clazy just not wanting anything to do with that fight. So they just in time regain this flag. Unfortunately for him, he'll get taken down. ETRL just dominating this side of the map, but we might have something different from FL next map. They might try playing a little different. We saw that in the first side. 56-3 as FL just get pushed straight into their flag. ETRL should have had this earlier, but unfortunately FL just looking for less tickets, and that'll be a 56 ticket win to ETRL on the first side. In this current time, it's 1-0 to FL. ETRL will need to win this map in order to push it to the tie-break. 25-5 to Jamesy. Absolute monumental numbers there. 23-17 to Chicken. Some big plays by Jamesy there, and he's just leading his team quite well. Let's have a look at the chat. I'm out of breath. Yes, Jamesy lives in the old house across from sea on Devastation. That's why there's a bed in there and stuff. Leave me alone, lady boy. Trying to mix it up, but it gets a bit tiring after a bit. Just get some water in me. FL can win this game. They just need to win this side by, I think it was 56 tickets? Anybody remember? I cannot. I've got to dominate this side. I've got to show you something different. FL, ETRL, still running the same lineups, but we might get some different change-ups when we wait this match. And welcome to anyone who's just joined the stream. What a match we've witnessed so far. ETRL will look to push into C, and FL will push the A flag. They're trying a little bit different here. FL will leave 2 at home again. This might be a costly play as ETRL using 5 players being quite dangerous in aggression. And if FL can realise this, they might just have some... Fortunately for him, he will have nothing to do there, and Prawn just wipes him off the face of the earth. ETRL regaining the second flag almost. As Avank on his own. It's not Avank, that's Prawn. Prawn trying to go for the Balaguna kill there, and unfortunately for him, they get taken down. I can't get out the door. Lovely. ETRL regaining the 2 flags, and they look to just set up their line now as Chicken and Spelunker push in. 2-man push. Spelunker. Unfortunately, Jamesy taking out Spelunker and Clazy. These players just dominating these close quarter matches, and ETRL dominating this match side of this map so far. As they've been showing very dominant displays on the province map. ETRL will look to just close this out quite quickly as Pawn pushes in here. Cutie. Cutie will get flex on. Just as he tries to scoot around the corner, but unfortunately for the flex on. Too much to do. Unfortunately for Spelunker, he tries to jump and duck into that. But Cutie having something to say, but Flunker? Jesus, Avank having something to say himself. Yes, that is how it's done. Hydral's cracked, getting taken out by Ghostwalker, pushing up on his own there. And Jamesy looking to back him up now. ETRL looking to take the 2 flags now. Ghostwalker being a pest in this aggressive defense. So he looks to just hold that top road. He'll look to push back now just to hold the flag. As they start losing the C flag. Chicken on his own. I have no idea how this man has got here, but he's just snuck in there. And he'll get a nice headshot on Chicken, on Ghostwalker. ETRL have realised, but they've got 2 and 2 here. And Chicken will make it 2 and 1 as he just pushes a little bit too aggressive into 2 players. Bunk gets one. And Zoe's being an absolute dirtiest play I've seen today, and he runs in with a lunge mine, giving a Vunk no choice but to bow down to his will. Ghostwalker gets Chicken looking to hold them in spawn straight away. And they'll regain the C flag, 148 to 119 to ETRL, and Flexon on a Vunk looking to work together. Flexon gets taken down. Commentator's curse. Chicken getting spawn. Flex. As ETRL look to hold that B flag, unfortunately for FL, they'll get wiped. And they'll now need to push again. They go again, they move again, they're working as a team. ETRL showing we work as a team better. Cutie defending that centre road with Clazy coming up through the middle. Silvarian in a pest spot, and unfortunately Silvarian gets the kill. Hydros Crack being taken down. ETRL looking to storm the objective now. They are pushing hard. Avant very outnumbered, very outnumbered. That was a big push, and that frightened even me. And unfortunately for them, ETRL will storm onto the A flag. 2 players looking to hold that flag. I just cracked. He's got a situation on his head. He gets Zoe's. And he gets Cutie! Defending the flag for his life. FL needed that. They needed the flag. And they'll look to push B. No one in B at the moment. As FL storm home and Prawn will get a spawn. Prawn and spawn. Clazy on his own, he's got 3 players pushing him. Both players just pushing. Fleh. FL looking to regain a flag, and unfortunately for them, they won't get the B flag. My camera has now flipped itself, lovely. Love when that happens. FL will take the A flag, 142 to 78. FL really need to rake in these tickets this current time as they look to just get aggressively pushed. Silvarian getting the back spawn, just storms right into A. The 1v2, and unfortunately for Silvarian, he won't hear anyone to his side. FL looking to regain the A flag, and they do that. ETRL pushed, wiped from their existence to the earth, and they'll look to spread back to B, and here comes FL. FL capping that B flag. This could be a triple cap here. And ETRL will get some spawns, but unfortunately for them, they'll be all but too late, and ETRL will lose the flag, and that is a triple cap from FL, and they need to push their line, but unfortunately Ghostwalker being absolute pest here. Spelunker on his own. Silvarian. We had some DCs maybe? No, we haven't. Ghostwalker pushing up on his own, looking to get into that flag. He's just been rushing it on his own, and he'll get Clazy, going to get it himself. ETRL will regain the flag, and they'll do it just in the nick of time, winning 109 to 74. FL really needed that triple cap, and they're in to regain it. And they will.
We are losing our control of objective
FL losing the A flag in the meantime as Ghostwalker and Jamesy push. Hydros cracked and Avant to push to C as they've got 3 players against them. Hydros cracked. 92 hit, and he's going to get aggressively pushed here. And he will get taken down by Cutie. ETRL regaining the 2 flags, but FL making sure they regain the A flag to run that 2 flags. ETRL need to push out from this C flag here. This match has been wide open from the start. The ETRL will storm onto the B flag, and FL will get a 3-player spawn. And Flexon coming to back up his team, and they'll get one. Cutie and Prawn and Silvarian are all that's left. As they start to lose, ETRL gonna sneak onto that A flag. No one is home, but Hydra's cracked and Chicken will know that's coming. And they'll get the spawn. 63 to 91. FL just being pushed back into their objective now, and ETRL looking to get the triple. Return the favour here. But FL having something to say about that as they push down their players. Vank leading his team in quite a special way as they look to push that player on the wide. And ETRL will get 2 players spawned, but unfortunately Chicken will get both. No, Flexon will get both. Silvarian on his own. He's got 3 players coming at him. What can he do with the bar? He needs to reload. This is a situation I don't want to be in, and that's a 97 hit. That's a nice hit, and he does himself a favour. Almost gets the other. Unfortunately, he won't do that. And thanks to the hole in the building, I'm going to get out quite quick. Zoe's pressing the building already as ETRL look to take 2 flags, and they will do that. 43 to 86. ETRL just dominating this map at points, but FL just on the brink of bringing this match wide open. And ETRL just pushing back in again. Cutie, knowing there's a player there, will get the revive from Prawn on Zoe's, and Spelunker out in the middle of nowhere. No man's land, gets 1 kill, but he is in no man's land, and he'll get put down. Ghostwalker having to push back to C as he realises his teammate Jamesy is on his own. Terrible throw by Jamesy there.
Be aware that objective Anton has been lost.
I need help here.
He'll get Flex on, but the other one, unfortunately, he will not get him as Chicken. Hydra's cracked, getting Ghostwalker from behind. 33 to 81. FL really need to win this map. Unfortunately, I don't think they can do it from this position. I think there was 54 tickets they needed to win by, and unfortunately for them, ETRL have just done what they needed to do and pushed them. But FL getting the triple cap here. Really desperately needed it, and they need to push players onto that. That's a nice kill by Chicken. Chicken being a pest with that. I just might check Chicken. Make sure that his player card's correct.
We're losing objective Charlie.
And it will be correct. Good to see both teams just knowing the rules correctly. Nice to see. Avank just being wiped off the face of the earth by Ghostwalker. Spelunker having none of what Zoe is dishing out. As FL look to push the C flag, and Clazy will have one to his right. And he'll get wiped. Cutie just storms on. Spelunker having to storm home. He's very outnumbered here. Get Prawn.
Don't step it up.
Got one behind him. He'll get Zoe's with a nice 180 slim kill there. And he almost gets the 3rd. Unfortunately for him, he'll get taken out. Camera is a little cocked here. FL holding 2 flags, and ETRL just struggling to get off the C flag. It's flipped to the other way. FL just being pests to get onto Clazy. Fortunately for Clazy, Ghostwalker is there to stop him in his tracks. FL just struggling to pull the tickets down. 24 to 39. They're slowly raking it in. Quite a dominant display by FL on the second side as they pinned them in quite a multiple times, with Cutie leading the way for his team 24 and 11, and FL struggling for kills but playing the objective game just as they need to. Flex on. Hit in the feet.
Have a look here.
Doesn't need to do anything now. He's got one outside. Spelunker making sure he's back to spawn. 25 to 23. FL pulled in the tickets. FL looking to just win this side of the map, even if they lose the map, just to show they're still in this. Jamesy capping the A flag. FL just being a dominant force on this side of the map, but unfortunately for them, ETRL being too strong at times in the kill game, and Invisible Prawn just walking straight into the fire of Hydral's Cracked. As FL will take the C flag as Avant gets a two-piece on the C flag. These players are just getting warmed up and we'll go to the third side. The third map with a 1-1. This match could go either way at this current time. ETRL losing the home flag, but they'll regain it very quickly as FL look to pin them in 12-22 to FL. FL now starting to pull the strings on this match. Spelunker wiping out Jamesy. Jamesy just didn't even see him there. That Prawn just made sure chicken goes back to the coop. And 21-5. Any team can win this side from here, as FL will look to push in. Quite a turnaround from Almage second side, as ETRL turned the firepower on and took the match to FL. Sorry, FL took the match to ETRL. No? Yeah. Yep. It's FL. 16-2. Clazy will storm in here. They need these tickets to drop. Got a couple players and it's 15-2, and FL could still lose this second side here. They need to get that one ticket. They just need Zoe's or Cutie to bleed out. Prawn looking to go for Cutie. He'll pick up one and they need to get Zoe's. Zoe's holding on for dear life. Zoe's. And they'll get the pickup. This is going to be very close. ETRL just picking up their players like a bunch of pests. 4-1, and FL being wiped off the objective. ETRL holding on for dear life, and they'll get a one ticket win on the second side. That is an insane fight back from ETRL, but they'll win that map. So that'll be 1-1 to FL and ETRL. Any team can win the match from here. 27-14 from Cutie. Cutie leading the line there. Apologise to anyone if I get a bit repetitive. This is my 5th commentary match ever, but currently enjoying the match. It's been very good. And we'll move on to Lofton. Both teams can win it from here. Both teams looking to prove they are the best on PS. And we will get a 4-2 split again. And this looks to be an evenly matched match. And we'll get on to Flexon. Straight in the window from Flexon, straight upstairs. Knock knock, anybody home? Flex on is, and he'll get
We now secured enough
two.
battle.
Unfortunately for him, Silvarian taking out Flex on, and ETRL look to cap the flag, but unfortunately Chicken getting a Vank up, and Flex on Chicken 2v1 here, and they'll trade each other as ETRL take the 2 flags. I just cracked, using that absolute high ground advantage there to pester Ghostwalker, and FL struggling to get that flag off the get-go, and it's just 4 players versus 3, and it's just constantly a match on this flag. Spelunker still up. Unfortunately for Spelunker, Prawn just appearing through that back window. As ETRL will regain the B flag, but they might lose the A flag there as Clazy. I have no idea even how Clazy got onto the flag. He's got one behind him and one in front of him. It looks like Jamesy will push up using the 97 clip on the Lewis gun. He's got one underneath, and both players looking to make sure they don't get caught out, as the Lewis gun can be quite dangerous at times. ACRL just defending the B flag for their lives. And Prawn pushing quite far in, but Flex on. Make sure he doesn't get taken out there by using that smoke on his own. What does he do here? And ETRL looking to take the C flag now. They'll start to push up as they've pinned FL back. James is just holding the fence as Clazy firing through the fence there. Unfortunately for him, Ghostwalker firing back through the fence. Chicken, not realising there's 2 players there, swings in and just checks his baggage out. Not what I wanted to say. Trying to make us up. As Flexon takes out Zoe's. Flexon just leading his team here, 8-3, and Prawn 6-1. Jamesy 3-0, not dying yet, but he will get a death there. Yep, that'll be his first death. FL look to storm into B flag, and ETRL looking to hold the flag. They're not really just pushing here. I just cracked, just staying in that same spot. Gets Ghostwalker, but Jamesy will push up and pick up his teammate. ETRL remaining dominant on the 2 flags. They now look to push the C objective. Cutie.
Take it, flash safe.
Flexon has got a situation here, and he'll take out Cutie and Ghostwalker. He'll take out Prawn, taking out the dynamic duo. Unfortunately for him, he won't get the 3rd. As FL look to take the A flag, and they will get it. Jamesy just waiting for spawns. Need some backup if they want to take back this A flag. We'll get on to Clazy. Using that Lewis gun to defend with all his might. And ETRL pushing, but they've not left anyone but a Vank. A Vank on his own. He's got Cutie just pestering the C flag. And FL losing 139 to 94. Looking to pull back that margins. They take 2 flags, and they'll now have A and C, and they need to defend that flag, and they need to push the B flag straight away. Zoe's might spawn from home just to look to help his team out, as they all spawn on the B flag. You've got the whole team here. It's going to be quite a play by FL as they look to turn it on. Crazy. He's got the clip size. Unfortunately for him, he won't have the manpower there, as 3 will take out him. Jamesy on his own.
Watch out!
Fortunately for Jamesy, 2 players firing at him, working together in unison there will just put him back down. And FL will take the 2 flags and they'll look to get that 3rd flag. Unfortunately for them, they'll lose it. As FL look to push the A flag now. ETRL being pushed back into their home. Chicken in a pest of a spot here. Get Silvarian. And they might get the triple cap here, FL. Chicken will need some backup on the flag, but Flexon will do him a favour, and Flexon might need to pick up his teammate here. And no, he won't. And Avank defending it. TRL being pushed back by FL here. FL looking for the triple cap. There's blood in the water at this current. Almost said it. There is blood in the water right now, and FL are hungry. Coming off the back of that loss on Province, they need to win this map. And unfortunately, that aggressive push might cost them that triple cap as they're leading 90 to 88. And ETRL will now storm into the B flag. FL will have something to say about it. Hydra's cracked. Putting the works on Zoe's. And Cutie will come in to get his teammate, and he'll do that. And Chicken will look to back him up, but unfortunately for Chicken, he'll lose that. And ETRL have still not retaken that B flag. As Avank making sure his team remain in this match, and he makes sure his team retain that 3 cap. ETRL now pushing Chicken on his own. This is not a good situation for him, and ETRL will just walk straight onto that A flag on their own. Flexon looking to back it up, just to pin the numbers, make it slow down. James is just laying down on the flag, having a nap here. Resting his back against the wall. ETRL will regain the A flag and they'll look to push B, and there's nobody home on B. Be quite a play by ETRL as they looked for the distraction. And Avank puts down Zoe's. And ETRL will get some spawns off the B flag, and they'll now take 2. But they'll start to lose the A flag. FL turning it on. Ghostwalker spawning from home, he needs to back his team up. Some lob smoke into the objective by Flexon just to cover his 2 teammates. And FL will remain A and C, but Cutie coming all the way home on his own. Spelunker not realising. And Cutie will just walk straight onto the flag. Spelunker now realising he's got one behind him, he needs to get out of this situation. Clazy looking to help him, and they'll back each other up, and he's got Hydra's cracks behind him. FL showing this as their map. Quite a tough pick by FL, they love this map, they love winning on it too. 37 to 77 to FL. And ETRL just having a bit of a nuisance of a time here. My camera's flipped, lovely. Flexon looks to pick up his teammates.
Ich hab Medikament.
Pestering with the pistol there, and here comes Flexon straight in the window. And Cutie making sure he just sends him home from preschool. FL leading 69 to 130 to 34, and doing it in quite a dominant style with Avank 17 to 5. Clazy, he's got Jamesy to his left, right, sorry. He's not realised just yet. Jamesy just pestering on top of that box. He knows he's there. He decides to back out of that fight. He's going to have to do something special here. As FL look to lose the B flag, but no, they will not do that. They restorm back onto the B flag. ETRL struggling at this current time. There it is, I said it. And Ghostwalker looked a bit crazy. Hydros Crack taking him out. I mean, nice return by Ghostwalker, but he'll have Hydros Crack to his right. And he'll need to just stay in cover as Hydros Crack looks to pin him down to that spot. Cutie, someone behind him, he's not seen him, he looks to just push straight into the objective.
Easy, I'll help you.
He's seen him, but he goes for the revive anyway. As FL, 13 to 61 to FL. And FL might lose both flags here. This is an absolute play and a half by ETRL. Turning on the afterburners. Spelunker running onto the flag. They need that flag so bad. And they will get triple capped here. 12 to 56. This will wind down quite quick. And ETRL could still win the first side of it by 12 tickets. But FL storm onto the C flag and recap that really quick. They needed the flag. They need to make sure that they're not triple capped. 10 to 47. FL will need to push out from this. They need to move on. Cutie will make sure they can't. Holding that glitchy head spawn on the stairwell. And Cutie will get taken down by Vank. Vank being an absolute menace. He's warmed up. He's now ready to go. And he gets the other. Vank just pestering them. 23-7 to Vank at 17-11 to Zoe. Zoe's helping his team quite well. Silvarian on his own. Zoe's and Cutie get a spawn. This is a situation. Prawn caught in a two-way crossfire there, and it'll be 1 against 3. And Silvarian, unfortunately for him, will run out of bullets there. And FL will retake the B flag. ETRL need to hold those tickets. 2 tickets remaining, and unfortunately for them, they've all been wiped, and this will just wind it out for him. Apart from Cutie on his own, and that will round the map. And that'll be a first side win to FL by 33. ETRL need to win the second side by 33 in order to win the match. This has been very close. Both teams showing what they're best at. 20-10 and 23-7 by Flexon and Vank. Zoe's 18-12 and 20-11 from Spelunker. This has been an absolute match we've watched here. Top teams showing top plays, the rotations, the way they hold flags, the way they push their line. Both teams showing they do it just as good as each other. And both teams swaying it in their favour at certain times. We move on to the last side. It's all or nothing for ETRL. They must win by 33 tickets in order to take out the third map and win 2-1. This is very close. FL need this map. They need the 2 points. It'll be 2-1. But so do ETRL. They can take out the group here. Oh. And we will move to the second side. As FL just throwing some sneaky little panzers and bazookas in there as they look to just pester ETRL. And Clazy and Hydros Cracked just firing into that open area, and FL look to get those 2 flags straight away. Clazy defending his own, and Ghostwalker and Jamesy defending. This is a different tactic as we see the 5-1 from FL now switch as ETRL run 4-2. I need to mix this up as it could be a situation for them. 5-4, just outnumbering. Flex on. He's got one to his right, and one's to his left. And unfortunately, Prawn will just see him. Hydroscact with that Lewis gun. 97 clip. It's just so ridiculous on an LMG. FL sneaking into the C flag. Clazy just running straight in there. And Jamesy's realised. Get on to Jamesy. What can Jamesy do in this situation? And that's all he can do. He takes out Clazy. Get off our flag. That's ours. As FL retain the 2 flags, but ETRL will now push quite aggressively into that B flag. Zoe's. Fortunately, Incendiary and Medic just mix there to put him down. As FL regain the 2 flags, Silvarian trying to be sneaky there, just like Clazy, and push the A flag, but that will not fly for Clazy. Flexon looking to get the revive, but then Avant deciding it wasn't worth it, and Zoe's getting taken down. FL putting a dominant display on Lofton, showing why this is their map. Province, definitely ETRL's map in the way they played that. They practiced that map a lot. It's a very good map for a lot of teams. Prawn leading his team. Runs straight across the open. And gets wiped out in the open. Silvarian on his own here. 1v1. And he'll get the kill through the boom gate there. Just punching Clazy's ticket to the death box. He gets Prawn. And they'll get the wipe on him. FL pestering the C flag. FL might get the triple here. Spelunker versus Ghostwalker. Spelunker needs to push this. And he will, and he'll take that. Kill confirmed. FL looking for the triple cap. I am not sure what's going on here. Flex on him. Getting taken out by Silvarian with the revolver. Unfortunately, that reload down the side there cost him his life. And FL looking to spread out and make their mark. 150 to 98. FL putting in dominance now. They've turned it on. Flex on, looking to hold that bottom road. Bottom road, the water side. He's got 3 pushing him. Chicken looking to back him up. There's one underneath you, Flex on. You need to see him, and unfortunately he won't. Zoe's will take him out. Chicken, what can you do?
We are losing objective Baker.
Chicken with that absolute play over the top rail. Almost like we're watching WWE. FL losing the B flag and losing the C flag, but they'll retake the B flag here. Quite a match we've witnessed so far. ETRL really need to get back in this one. 148 to 74. Spelunker caught in the open. As ETRL's Storm on the B, James and Zoe's teaming up there to take out Flexon. And ETRL will look to get the B and the C flag. No, they'll lose the C flag to FL. They need to cap the flag here. What a match. FL putting in some dominance here and they'll lose the B flag, but ETRL will now look to push that A flag straight away. Unfortunately for Jamesy, Chicken had something to say about that. And FL losing the A. I don't even see Silver, and I don't know where he's come from. He just walked in, and that is a absolute shocker of a bazooka as it just stuns him in the face. They get taken out from both sides. I've got to get out the window now. No, we're not doing that. And FL regain the A flag, and they might get the triple cap just in time. I'll run off the flag too early, and I'll just crack to recap it. FL regain the B flag. Zoe's on his own versus Chicken. Both teams changing it up. Zoe's running as medic. There's a switch up from Zoe's there. As Cutie spawns in as Assault. They're looking to change something. They need to change it quick because FL have just dominated this side. 144 to 45. Playing quite a defensive game, FLR, and they've done it quite well. Jamesy pushing in. Unfortunately gets caught in the crossfire there. And this could be costly for ETRL as FL leading 141 to 40. We need to see an absolute turnaround from ETRL to win this side. They need to win by 24 tickets, I think it was. Maybe it was more. I think it was more. But unfortunately for them, FL just dominating fights now. 139 to 131. And ETRL will need to push out now. They need to show some fight in their bellies. They need to take this out. Prawn coming out wide. He'll look to push straight away. He needs to get rid of Hydra's cracked though. He'll be in the open. And unfortunately for him, Clazy will take him out from behind. Both teams training kill for kill now. Zoe's taken out. And that'll be a triple cap to FL, but Cutie just sneaks onto the B flag, and they need to cap that flag, decap that flag really quickly as it's 11 to 138. FL putting in a dominant display on this second side. Cutie pushing on his own. We'll get on to Cutie. He'll get Chicken. And he'll get traded. As FL start to lose that C flag. So ETRL fighting for their dear lives there. So they get the double cap just in time. 134 to 3. This is so close. ETRL fighting for dear life. And FL storm onto the B flag. This could be it. Silvarian getting a nice headshot on the Vark with the pistol. Revolver, sorry. And that will be a dominant display by FL on the second side of Lofton, and they'll take out the match. 2-1 to FL. Quite a dominant display on certain times from both teams. It's what we expected to see. And that will wrap up this match. And I am burnt out. And thank you for everyone who came and watched. And that will be all for the stream. FL had a bit of a shaky start there. and then turned it on. ETRL just showing they're also another caliber. Both teams could have won it there. But that Lofton from FL, they show they do that map so well. And thanks for joining the stream, obviously. And that'll be all as FL take it out 2-1.